What's up, everybody? So we're back out here today. What happened to the sun in the no wind like yesterday? Yeah, I was hoping it was going to be, if you saw yesterday's video, it was conditions were perfect. There was no wind, sunny. I was like, oh, it'd be a good day for the hydros. I'll try to come back tomorrow. Hopefully it'll be the same, but no, of course not. A little bit of wind and no sun, but it is what it is. So we're going to compare the two hydros. We're going to go battle of the hydros. This is on the right, obviously the UL-19 Proboat. On the left, the TFL Popeye carbon. And let's see. So we'll just kind of talk about them a little bit. So just looking at him, the Proboat's wider. I would think it'd be a little more stable. But the TFL is more narrow and I would think would be better for speed runs just because it's not as much air to get trapped underneath it. But I'm not sure though. I wish the TFL had a canard on it because the canard really helps. If you guys haven't seen the Blackjack 24 speed runs, the difference between not having the canard and having it is was pretty big. But so yeah, we'll run these ones. I think looks wise, I don't know, it's pretty close. Like if the carbon was painted like a cool bright color or something, it would look pretty cool. The only thing I don't like about the Popeye is this big, I don't know, it looks like a dolphin to me. I wish they would have like made that a little more streamlined. Not quite maybe as low as the UL, but not quite that pronounced. But is what it is though. So they both look pretty cool. They're obviously hydros. And Proboat, I mean, the colors look cool. I like the blue and yellow. I don't like that the canopy's completely yellow and it just looks like it's from another boat. I wish they would have maybe had this blue right here and then just had like a yellow stripe or something down the whole middle, so it kind of looked like it was all a cohesive paint job instead of just a blue boat with a hatch from a yellow boat. But some people like it, so that's just my opinion on it. So yeah, we're gonna run these and just see how they run, see if we can. I wish they still made the UL. I'm hoping Proboat in the future makes a bigger version of the UL. Like it doesn't have to be fiberglass. I would take polycarbonate. And an 8S, you know, half a foot or so bigger hydro would be awesome. So anyway, so I'm gonna pause here. We're gonna get the Popeye ready and back in a sec. All right, and we back. So yeah, we got the Popeye here. I don't even know what prop it is. It looks to be probably like a 45 millimeter. God damn, look how much algae's in this water. Yellow and frame. So this has this is pretty much maxed out. I needed to borrow a motor from this one, so this has a 1450 kV, so it's not gonna be too fast on 6S. The UL has a 2000 kV, so it's gonna be a lot quicker, but we're just kind of looking in terms of like handling. But it should be a good bashing setup though. Temp shouldn't be too bad. Try to bring another close pass. Prop's probably not the best for this boat. It's cavitated a little bit, but hopefully you guys are in frame. I still got to get used to turning my body. Hopefully And try to make sure I'm looking over there when it goes by. Because the turning right there is a good, you can kind of see it turn. All right, let's bring her in. Like I said, it's pretty slow on this low kV motor on 6S. This boat feels like it has water in it. Yeah, it does. Another thing I haven't figured out is where this water is coming in at. I've tried looking at all the areas it could come in at, but still haven't figured it out. I'm guessing it's coming in through the stuffing tube because I took the Teflon liner out. But yeah, look how much water is in there. Hopefully y'all can see that. So I gotta figure that out. I don't know where the hell all that water's coming from. Yeah, so that's the Popeye. And it never really was that bad. I had like a couple spoonfuls in before, but that was, I don't know. Because I lubed up the shaft. I greased up the shaft pretty good. But still a lot of water in there. We'll have to look into that one. All right, so we'll get this UL ready. So while I got the hatches off, we'll kind of just go over the differences. They both have the OSC 150 ESC, Raider, and the Leopard. I think that one looks to be a 4092. This one's probably a 4082. Like I said, this one's I think a 1450 kV. And that one I think is like a 2000. Problem is when you like install these things like years ago and the jacket's covering the lettering, I forget what motor it has in it. So I'm guessing it's probably around a 2000 kV. But the Proboats, this one comes with a single cooling. I know a lot of people put the dual rudder on them, and may do that at some point. I haven't had any issues with it running too hot though, so probably just leave it as it is. And the TFL obviously comes with that zip tie system, which if you saw in the other video yesterday, I was having an issue with the TL, the servo kind of moving a little bit, but I actually, before I came out, put this little plastic spacer in there, and it seems to have solved that issue. So now the servo doesn't move. So yeah, let's get the UL ready and take it for a spin. All right, and we're back. Yeah, it's a bummer Proboat discontinued this. I mean, the thing is, I know they were having a lot of warranty issues with people burning up the motors because it came with a pretty weak system for 6S and the prop it came with. But once you switch it out, it's a pretty solid boat. On the ULs, one thing you have to do is you have to punch it off the back because it'll nosedive if you kind of ease into it. Kind of like, see if I can make it do it like that. But right off the bat, you just kind of punch it, get it up on plane, and they actually seem kind of similar. I think the Popeye actually turns a little better. Now that I'm like actually driving them both back to back. Because I was able to turn sharper with the Popeye. Hydras are so fun to drive. So I was actually also gonna ask you guys, so a couple videos ago I took out that buoy that's right there, that second one. So I sent the guys an email. They do the sailboats here, that's why these buoys are here. And took them like 3 or 4 days to get back to me. And I said, hey, you know, by the way, I took out one of your buoys, you know, by accident. I'll pay for it, build you a new one, whatever you need. And he's like, all right, let me ask Doug or whatever his name was. And then they never got back to me. So obviously they're probably not happy. But, so they never got back to me, so I don't know if, I guess they're like, yeah, screw it. They're made out of foam, so it's not like they're that expensive. But the thing is so can you really be mad? Because I mean, if you leave these things out here 24/7 and you only use them once a week, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, it kind of affects the ambiance of the lake. Like when you come out here, every time I come out here, I'm running, people ask, hey, did you set up these buoys? And I'm like, no. So it's like the first thing they notice. So when you come out for like a nature trail and you have a racetrack set up, I don't know, it's kind of, I can see they don't want to row out there and put them every time they run them, but it's kind of, I don't know if it's like disrespectful to everybody else that wants to come out here and enjoy the lake to have to look at these buoys out here all the time. So I don't know, let me know what you guys think. Do you think they should take them down and put them up every time they use them, or keep them out here? Because I know they got permission from the city, which is cool, you know, at least they're cool with running boats out here. But yeah, let me know. Interested to see what other people think about it, because I thought about that. But so yeah, this is both of them back to back. They I don't know, maybe I think the UL might be a little more tamed on the straights, like it seems a little more stable. But I think the Popeye turns a little better. So that's a cool video. Bring it back one more time, we'll bring her in. Hydros, when they're turning, it's just so awesome to watch them. I honestly don't take this boat out as much because since it's discontinued, the holes are tougher to get and more expensive. So like I don't want to flip it and crack the hole. But every now and then, kind of bring it out and mess around with it. It's obviously fun to drive. But yeah, so that's my little battle of the hydros. You can, just initial thoughts, I think the Popeye turns a little sharper. They both have roughly the same fin on them. They're both straight fins. Hopefully y'all can see that over there. But in terms of like straight line stability, I think the UL is a little, doesn't bounce as much. Could be due to the canard, who knows? Maybe if the Popeye had a canard on it, it'd be a little more tame. But and it's tough to see too because the power systems are a lot different because the UL's a lot faster. But yeah, that's my little comparison. So you guys can take that as you will. As always, appreciate y'all watching.